Alright, gamers. Here we are. We're doing the Charlotte Road Course for the Xfinity series. This is, I think, the first time we're doing just Xfinity and Cup and no truck, so kind of interesting, but we're doing the Charlotte Road Course as I will not be using the word roval this weekend for these videos. It's a yikes word. It's one of those words that is like, why? I thought it sounded lame as they came with the name, so I go refer to it as the Charlotte Road Course, even in the title of the video. But here we go, we're racing Harrison Burton. I think the first time I raced the Supras in this game. I've only raced, I really don't race Xfinity series that much. It's, for some reason, like the one series that I kind of ignore. Of the main three, obviously. I'm not talking about the dirt series, I don't race whatever that is. Really ever. But of the main three NASCAR series and the main three in the game, I ignored the Xfinity series for the most part. I'm not really sure why, I just don't touch it. I guess of the three is the one that I'm least interested in. Not that I'm not interested in it at all, but it's less interesting than trucks and Cup. Because I want to do a short race, I'll do the truck series, and if I want to do the main NASCAR, I'll race the Cup series, obviously, so Xfinity kind of gets left out of that. But either way, I love racing road courses, and this track here is no different. It's hard to say which one I like the most, but it could be my favorite one to run. So I love road courses, like driving road courses in video games, and I love, like in NASCAR games, and I love watching road course races. So Circuit of the Americas, when they add that to NASCAR in 2021, that's going to be something awesome. I think Circuit of the Americas could be fun. Obviously, the track that I've raced in F1 2020 is obviously a purpose-built Formula 1 track. We raced F1 2020 and 19 and 18 and 17 and 16 or whatever. I've played it in most of those games, at least. I haven't played it in 18, but I played it in most of those games that I've listed, so Circuit of the Americas is a very fun track, and it's going to be fun to play in NASCAR games. I think that it will. Alright. It's obviously going to race different than oatmeal cars when you race F1, Indy cars, whatever, but it's going to be fun nonetheless for NASCAR. And I'm looking forward to racing it in the video game and watching the actual Circuit of the Americas race whenever that happens in 2021.
We're going green.
I'll be interested to see if they use the whole long circuit like F1 does. I don't see why you wouldn't. There's not really a problem with it. People think it's too long, it seems too slow with stock cars, but I think that long back straight, which is the DRS straight in F1, could be quite fun with the stock cars. It could get like a big train into that section if they can get close enough. So I'm all for more road courses. I'm all about it. We had Indy for the Xfinity series this week. That was fun to watch, and I think that the Daytona road course is quite fun as well. I really liked watching that, so that will be good for the Busch Clash next season, and hopefully that's something they add into this game for next year as well. The next NASCAR game should feature the Busch Clash track layout. Even if you don't race the Busch Clash, like make it its own event, still, make it its own event. I don't see why you wouldn't, but at least add that track in the game and give us that layout. And of course, the Indy road course should be coming to this game at some point. It could be out by the time this video comes out. I'm recording this video quite ahead of time compared to what I normally do, but again, it could be out by the time this video goes out, but I think that's going to be fun to race in the game, and I look forward to that. So I always like seeing road courses in NASCAR, and adding more, I'm all for it. That's one of the things that I'm all for. If you watched my video that I made talking about what I think the 2021 NASCAR schedule should be, I added Circuit of the Americas, I went a little bit wild and said, you know, let's go race in Canada and Mexico with the 2 tracks there that we used for Formula 1 as well, but, you know, why not? Circuit Gilles Villeneuve was, you know, a good track for Xfinity Series, so why not go race there again? And Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez is a good track for, you know, in Mexico. This will be fun to sort of see later on.
On that stage, way to go, driver.
So, you know, I said, you know, throw these on the calendar. Why not? So I built that calendar, put them on. Obviously, is it logical to do races in Canada, Mexico? If you can get the transportation, I think it could be kind of fun. It would be hard, but you can definitely do it.
Starter has the green flag in.
So why not?
Green flag. 2 laps left. Stay calm.
I'd like to see NASCAR do a
Nobody
points-paying
out back.
race outside of America for the Cup Series. Why not? I'm all for throwing different things in the schedule and trying it out. I'm definitely for that. There's certain things in NASCAR I'm not for, like, you know, the playoffs. Not really about that, but I'm all for stepping away from more traditional NASCAR things, at least for track-wise. I don't mind, you know, getting out of some of that, and I think getting out of a lot of these mile-and-a-half tracks is good. So if we can get more road courses, more short tracks, that's obviously a thing. Even more tracks that are just a mile long, like that's not bad. People want there to be like Gateway's a big candidate for the 2021 calendar. All for it. All for it. You know, if it takes off a mile-and-a-half track, you know, why not? You want to get rid of Chicagoland? Go ahead. Like, unless you want to do something wild with Chicagoland, make that a road course or something, like they've done here with Charlotte. You know, add Gateway. You know,
Coming to the wire.
Again, what they're doing with Auto Club, it's a bit unfortunate to lose a track with that shape like Auto Club is, but I'm all for it with short track. So, you know, I'm definitely excited to see what else is new, because apparently there's 4 new tracks. So, obviously we know one of them, Nashville Speedway, and we know Circuit of the Americas. So, there's a potential for 4 new ones. I wouldn't be surprised if Gateway was on there. And of course, you know, Road America's been big in the conversation as well. So you throw Road America, you throw Gateway in there. The Circuit of the Americas, you throw Nashville Super Speedway. I'm all for those additions. I'm all for adding those tracks. I don't have a problem. When people say, "Oh, Nashville Super Speedway is boring," it's something different. Most tracks are boring anyways, and it's not like it's, you know, replacing something super interesting. It's replacing Dover. Dover's not one of those tracks anyways, so, you know, it's unfortunate to see
Great job.
the different shaped tracks be eliminated and still have all these mile-and-a-halves. You know, Dover's a mile. To see that sort of go to another mile track. You know, 1.2 or whatever miles that is. I mean, yeah, that didn't work out pitting there, but
Starter has the green
Chastain
flag
did the
in
same thing
hand.
as me, so
Be ready here.
he was in second, so we'll take it. We have 4 laps to cut our way through this field, and I have confidence in my ability to get to the field here at the Charlotte Road Course. But yeah, I think it's okay. And again, losing the mile or the 2 mile long track of Auto Club, yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but if they repaved it, the track would become boring anyways, so. You know, it's got a lot of character with the bumps and everything on it, but that's over time. And I just think that the location of it's good. You know, being in Southern California, being close to LA, close to you're going to get a track in LA without racing in the city. I don't see a problem with it. You know, like,
clear all around.
I'm all for it, so. And, you know, Circuit of America's coming on the calendar to replace a mile and a half of Texas. I think that's great. I think that's absolutely brilliant to take off mile and a half, especially like Texas. That track is absolutely terrible. But I'm fortunate it gains the All-Star race in Texas. I think the All-Star race at a mile and a half track is kind of stupid. It's been boring in Charlotte for years. I think the best one probably was 2018, where they threw the second plates on, and it was a pretty close race. And I know there was one Kevin Harvick won. That's kind of why they put like massive spoilers and restrictor plates. That was a good race. But you gotta do something wild for the All-Star race. I just think you can't do anything super lame with it. I think you can do something interesting with that. So
Power's calling a caution.
You know, I'm all for that.
All right, be smart.
I'm all for it in some interesting.
Going green.
And you gotta go in to make that risky. Because I think if you tell most fans, hey, we're doing the All-Star race in Texas, you know, at Texas Motor Speedway, it's gonna be like, oh, great. That news when that came out, was just like, really? Texas Motor Speedway is gonna be the All-Star race? Because I thought it was absolutely brilliant in, like, to do it in Bristol. I don't think the Bristol All-Star race is good this year, per se. It was, but in general, I think doing something like that, Bristol, Martinsville, like Auto Club, when it becomes a short track, like that type of thing, we need All-Star races there. You know, here at the Charlotte Road Course, imagine that. Imagine the All-Star race on the road course in Charlotte instead of the oval. That'd be nice. But yeah, the Texas Motor Speedway track isn't brilliant for an All-Star race, but the All-Star race is not exciting in the first place, so who cares? But as for other tracks, I think if you... I guess there's talks that maybe Michigan loses the race, which, again, unfortunately see a track of that shape go away, but Michigan's not that good either, so if you had a road course, you had Gateway, I'm all for it. 100%. And then you get something like Chicagoland. If we lose 2.5 miles in the calendar, I'm happy with that. You know, I'd like to see it drop down more. When I built my calendar, I really tried to split that up so much more, but it's just, it is hard. There's not really any of those tracks that need to have two races. So, I mean, if more of them have infield road courses like we get here at Charlotte, you know, add 1 or 2 more of those. But again, really add more short tracks. It's just unfortunate that there's just, you know, it's hard with all the deals in the track. So hopefully we get more at some point. Getting 1 in Auto Clubs, that'll bring it up to 3, or 4. So hopefully that can live up more to Bristol and Martinsville than Richmond, because Richmond's not a good short track either. So we need more short tracks in general, and I think we'll be seeing more of those in the future for sure. But another win here at the Charlotte Road Course. Always excited to win this track. Yeah, but I'd love to see more short tracks in the calendar. I think we'll see more I know a lot of people want to see like North Wilkesboro return. I'd love to see it too. I don't think it's somewhere we're going to see. Unfortunately, it's a historical track that should never have left the calendar in the first place. That's the thing. North Wilkesboro should never have been off the calendar. But it is, and it has been for almost 25 years, so I doubt that track comes back, unfortunately. But I'm sure we'll get some more short tracks in another way at another place. So that's that. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys tomorrow for the Cup Series.